What's up, guys? Dave Powers coming to you from the studio today because it is raining outside and COVID-19 has us all on a lockdown. How are you doing? 21 days now, I think, in quarantine. Trying not to... actually, I don't mind quarantine so much. And I understand most of you guys are going through terrible benzo withdrawal, so it's a whole different ball game for you. Believe me, I understand. But I would be willing to bet that even for you guys, it hasn't been overly terrible, right? Because you were already on lockdown. That's the kind of ironic part or funny part, if you want to say, about benzo withdrawal, is you've already been on lockdown. You've already, this is nothing new for you. So you're sort of already adapted to sort of this isolated living, this sort of routine, structured. The importance of having a structure in your daily life. If you're going to be home, if you can't work, we'll just go mad. We'll lay in bed and gain 100 pounds, So you sort of have to adapt, right? Benzo people are great at this. They're already pretty adapted. So it's funny almost, maybe not funny is the right word, but you see your friends now in your similar situation, at least, just being isolated. Let alone they don't feel bad like you. You feel terrible, but they feel normal, but they're isolated. And they are losing their minds, aren't they? You see them on Facebook. They're fighting with everyone. It's just bizarro land out there right now. The crazy things being posted on social media. Lots of people refusing to even stay home. They're being irresponsible. And I went out to get groceries, and it was just like a regular day in my town. And it was very frustrating because the longer we don't work together to beat this thing, the longer it's going to persist, the longer people are going to be unemployed, and the country's just getting wrecked right now, So that's frustrating. So COVID-19, guys, hit me. What are your thoughts? Have any of you had it? Do you know anyone that's had it? If so, how bad is it? Is the media accurate in their portrayal? Are they overdoing it? I've been trying to do my own studies, and from what I can gather, 80% of people have very mild symptoms, feel like a regular flu, and they get better. So if that's true, okay, well, that needs to be acknowledged. Still 20% of the other people that are suffering and having a hell of a time, that's obviously worthy of this entire quarantine, right? But it needs to be put in perspective so that we don't completely panic here and treat it like it's the Black Plague, Because media will lie to us. That's what they want. And really, it's not even that they have an agenda and they're not evil. It's just, hey, it's a good way to make money. Click, 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 whatever. They're not going to post good, positive stories of things. They're only going to post the negative. That's what we see. So we start to base our entire perception of reality upon that, But I think this is important for everybody to keep everything in perspective, do everything we can to be safe. And it's particularly important for benzo people because we already have this sort of benzo-induced OCD rumination going on, constant, this obsessive compulsive thinking tied to the anxiety, tied to the drug withdrawal. And now here's a situation where things are really serious, and I won't tell any of my clients that they're crazy, relax necessarily. It is a tough period. I'm anxious. Everybody's anxious. Everybody's quarantined. Everybody's doing what they can, But I will remind people that it isn't the Black Plague. It isn't the end of the world. And we don't need to allow our fears to wash over us and completely, just further deteriorate our condition. So I'm curious how you guys are doing. I haven't had a lot of people reaching out to me like I kind of anticipated. I thought I was going to be flooded with people panicking and asking for sessions or writing me. And everybody's doing pretty good. And I think that kind of speaks to my initial impression, which was that we're, benzo people in general are just so good at the isolation thing that I don't think this was that big of a deal for them per se. But I do know that everybody's still human and we're all ruminating. And like I said, this is a scary time. So I'm going to try to do some videos from the studio. And if you guys have specific topics or things you want me to talk about, cover, whatever, let me know in the comments and I'll try to do that. Stay strong, guys, and we'll get through it.